Hello, good morning, everyone. So, today class video on the recording part. This is my recording on the project management. So, you already go through all the things before this, how you want to handle the project, what's the scope of project management, and so on. So, this today we want to see how you do the project planning lah, for the defining project, how you want to arrange the tasks, and so on. Okay. So in this topic, today topic, we are going to see how the overview of the project planning, establish project objectives, defining project scope, creating work breakdown structure, or we call WBS, assigning responsibility, and defining activities. So we got one lesson outcome today. That is the most important one. You need to know how to develop the work breakdown structure and the associated network diagram. So this is very important to see that how you want to break down the structure. Basically, if a project is a big project, you want to break down to one and which to start and which tasks to be give priority. You want to see how you're going to do it. Okay, so we just recap back what we already learned before this. So in the project planning, so after project defining and team forming, you already define the project, your team is already formed, you already done the discussion. So you need to detail up the project planning phase. So one the phase is the destination means reaching destination purpose. You want to establish the business requirement. You want to establish cost, schedule, list of deliverables, and delivery dates. Then you need to establish resources plan. Then you want to obtain management approval and proceed to the next phase, involving creating a set of plan. So that's a lot of planning you need to be done in your project planning. That is one. First is to guide team through the implementation and closure phases. And secondly, to manage time, cost, quality changes, risks, and related issues. The finally, you need to control your staff, external supplier, and ensure on time within budget and within schedule project delivery. So this is what we already learned previously when we go through this. So if you see the planning of project, so adequate planning lead to the correct completion of the project. So you need to plan the project very carefully. So each of the tasks is very important. You need to see which task you want to do priority and which task is not really important. Because if you wrongly plan, then your project won't be that sustained. So the second, inadequate planning leads to frustration towards the end of the project and poor project performance. So basic project you need to make it very detailed for the project proposals, especially project planning, the task, because you need to update the task each weeks and or monthly. Because if you feel that the task is going to delay, then you need to find an alternative way how you want to make sure the task is not delayed, and you got your second plan. That's why people say always you got plan A and plan B. So if plan A you're going to see some problem is there, then you're going to move to your plan B. Okay, for the basic process, estimate project objectives, scope planning, preparation of the work breakdown structure, project schedule development, resources planning, budget planning, procurement planning, risk management, quality planning, and then finally communication planning. So first you need to establish project objective. So project planning process based on the project objective. Then you need to state your project charter. Now define the terms of product delivery schedule, budget, expected benefit from the implement project, and clearly define the agreed customers. Okay, your project objectives should be include the following in your objectives: expected benefit, what the result. Okay, like we see previously. So in the project objective, you need to describe detail. So what's the outcome of the project? Then secondly, quantify measure if appropriate 5% for numbers to increase sales volume by 5%. Okay, then you need to include the quantify measurement. That is in terms of numbers and dollar and cents lah. So basically, in objective, you need to be detailed. So first objective, how much you want to increase if you do this part, how much the sales going to be increased by annually or by market, how many percent. So primarily project and or project delivery, nationwide marketing campaign, a new medical monitor system. Then you need to put the delivery, how you want to deliver the project itself. Then finally your date, when's the date? Okay, then the budget. So this is the project objective lah. So basically, if you see your final project, your objective is that, but you won't include this date and the budget in your objective of your final project. But if you work in industry, when you do the objective, it's a bit different. Eh? You need to include the how the type of delivery, the date when you're going to finish your objective one, objective two, and so on. Then what's the budget that you expected you want to spend on your objective one, objective two, and so on. So this is the project objective for the industry project. Okay, then example, this is some example how the project objective we're looking in. See, to increase emergency room capacity by 20% and reduce average patient waiting time by 50% through reconfiguration and process improvement project to completed in 12 months and within a budget of 400,000. You see how this is totally different, the objective compared with your project objective in a university. So this is ours is more to a kind of research objective. If project, you see all numbers, you need to increase capacity 20%, you have to reduce the waiting time 50%, you have to complete it in a 12 month with a budget of 400,000. So there will be one objective lah. So the whole project will be one objective that is very detailed and so on. Okay, so the objective is very important. If not, this is will happen lah. We don't know what the customer want. What do you understand? So you understand. You say actually the customer really needed like this, the tire and the string and the tree. But since you're not understand them, then you come out this kind of objective. So this is very important between the customer and the project. So how you want to understand it. Okay, then we move into the scope. The scope, you need to see what's in the scope will be. Define all work that must be done to produce all project deliverables. Ensure all work meet requirement and accepted criteria and accomplish project objectives and developed by project management team. That's the tema of the work. Prepared by the customers. Developed under direction, project manager, customer and other significant stakeholder. The project kata establish framework, content explain vision, and a document authorizes the project manager. So the purpose of the project scope clearly defined. You need to understand how you want to do it and so on. Then you need to see the clearly portion and so on. Okay, then your purpose of the scope, you need to clearly define the deliveries and for the end user. Then you need to focus the project for successful completion of the goal. Then you need to see the project owner participant as a planning tool and the measurement project success. Then on the deliverables, you need to see the end result or mission of the project or product or service for the client, customer, and sponsor. Everything that the project will delivers. Then you need to see the specific, tangible, measurement quantities, and immediate delivery. Okay, for the deliverables, you need to see the end result, the mission of project, a project or service for the client, customer, sponsor. Then you need to see the everything the project will deliver, specific, tangible, measurable. Then independent delivers like objective must be specified and verified, and describe the sufficient detail for the definition proposal. So this is the important for the scope itself. To define the overall objective to meet customer needs, what, when, and how much, deliver the expected measurable output over the life of the project, the milestone, the significant checkpoints in the project that need to keep track of milestone schedule is based on the deliverables. Requirement typically classify the deliverables, define the project, then limits the review with the customer. So this is the important point that you need to be included in your project scope. Okay, this is some of the example. You can see the project scope for the snapshot from the practice. So project objective, you see high quality and so on. The deliverables 2000 square foot, the milestone, technical requirement, limit and exclusive, what's the limit for the camera and so on. Then finally you need to see who's the customer to review and so on. So this is the complete scope of the objective and the scope itself. You can see how they write the scope. So very detailed, so it's short and brief, no need to be long and so on. Then you need to create a work breakdown structure, or we call it as a WBS. So this is where you need to know how the structure of the task will be done accordingly. So once the project scope has been prepared, agreed, then next step you need to create the WBS. So WBS is a hierarchy decomposition of total scope of work to be carried out to accomplish project objective, create required deliverables. So you can see the WBS substrate break down the project into smaller pieces called work items. The lowest level work item for any one branch is called a work package. So you need to know you break down into the work item, then from work item become a work package. Work package all the include specific work activity that need to be performed, produce the associated deliverables. So you need to identify which level of people that are working on the work package for each specific deliverables. Okay, work package is output oriented in that define work, what, then time, how long going to take, time, phase, budget, cost, resources, how much, and ideal single person who, the item multiple milestones. So you can see this, for example, for festival project. Let's say you will become a project manager in a festival event, manager in the festival event. So people ask you to prepare the festival event for their couples and so on. So let's say you want to prepare, so you break it down for 7 big tasks. That is what we call is promotion, volunteer, games, then rides, entertainment, foods, and services. Then from there you can see they break down more smaller things. Then you label it 1, then break it down 1.1, then 1.2, 1.3. Then 2, same also, but 2 is don't have any breakdown, so not it. Then go to 3, you got 3.1, 3.2, and 3.3. And you see some project can go to 5.2.1. Some project you can go to 6.2.1. So you see, so from this sub you got another sub, and from this sub also another sub, and each sub got the person who lead the package. So this is will be much more easier. So you know, so to complete this package you need to complete all the tasks. So not all branches have been broken down to the same level. So no need lah every time. So you need to break down which is necessary. Most work packages are the second level, but the fourth item are further divided into the third level. One work volunteer not broken. So mostly broken only second level work package. So some of the work package also broken into the another package. You see, more detailed. Okay, there's another one, graphic start, customer market survey. So let's say you got a project, need to do a structure for market survey study, then you bring in a questionnaire report. Under questionnaire, you break it down design responses, then under the thing you go software and report. So when you list down the editor teacher, 1.0 questionnaire by Susan, 1.0 response Steve, then deliverable questionnaire approved, 2.0 report, then the delivery application software working, and the final report. So you need to assign the responsibility. So the responsibility assign metric, RAM show who will be responsible for the work. Use the designer individual response work item and so on. So the big scenario, you can see that the metrics of the project when you done all the things, so you come out the metrics like W cycle 1, 1.13, promotion, news app, poster detail, who going to be in charge, Susan as festival P, and then you break it down to all the persons. So you know who's the primary responsibility and who's the supported responsibility. So when you put P, so this is the primary ticket by who? Andrew. So he's the most primary. Volunteer P by Beth. So this is the primary. So you know from here you know who doing the more important works, and another one who going to do the support thing that will be make sure that the P will be accomplished. So you can see the detail. So they come out in a matrix. The basics just now you saw the breakdown. Then that thing convert to a matrix form. So the activities, so you already divide the activities. You need to see the activity task, different piece and the consume times. Then you need to define the activity attributes and so on. Okay, so again, so to recap, so this is the work item, two big one, constraint report. This is the work package 1.1, 1.2. So this is the activities. So what the activities will be done in the work package so that your work item will be success and indirectly contribute to the project itself. So you see the activity item target consumer, develop draft questionnaire, pilot test, review, and so on. Okay, this is some exercise. Maybe you can try to do today. Then you can submit it to me before the next class. Eh? So I arrange the following activity in the breakdown WBS based on the project phase to show how the item comes in the activities. So you go invitation, food, bridal. So how you want to make a shop for dress, create a guest list, finance the menu itself. Just try. Okay, thank you very much. See you in the next class. Thank you.